Everybody, we're here at the Nisga'a Memorial Lava Fields, where this whole eruption happened in like 1700, and it covered a mad amount of area. I'm gonna get out of the way and let you have a look. Pretty cool, hey? We did have plans today to go out to Kinkolis, I think it's called, Gangbox, it's spelt like. And then there's a Nisga'a Museum, but we're just gonna go to the hot springs and try that out. So we do have a long way home. Jewel has to be at work tomorrow. So, we do have to cut out some stuff. There's a lot to see out here. Check it out sometime. Okay, bye. Morning, everybody. It's your trans girl all lonely again. I just dropped Jewel off last night. Yeah, it was really great to see her again. I haven't seen my kids much since all the stuff, so it was really cool to spend some time with her. And we got to see some really great spots, like Stewart's beautiful, Hyder's really cool. We didn't get to everywhere we wanted to go because we did have some tire trouble, but everything was fine. We got it all taken care of. No worries. Just had to change our plans a little bit, but it was nice just being flexible and having someone to hang out with and talk to. And we're very similar in our mindset, so it was easy and fun. And I'm not sure, I'm just heading back to Kelowna, but it's Saturday, so I still have a day. I don't have to be back to work till Monday, so I don't know where I'm going, honestly. I'm a little bit sad, so just gonna drive, see where I end up. And I don't know if I end up
back at home, I guess that's where I end up. If I end up somewhere else, that's where I end up too. I don't know. I'm just gonna see where the road takes me, I guess. It's meditative a little bit. So, yeah. Bittersweet. That was such a great memory, but I'm sad it's over. I miss my baby. Alright, I'll blubber later. Bye! Hey everybody. I think I've picked a place to try out. Looks really nice on the pictures, and everyone said it was a pleasant experience. It's like you cross over on Highway 24 from 100 Mile House. You get to a town called Little Fort, and it's south of there. It's like between there and Kamloops. Believe. I'm so lost inside, I don't even know where I'm going outside. So, but I think that's where I'm gonna go. It'll take me like 6 hours or so to get there, so it'll give me a lot of time to ease back into being lonely. And yeah, I find a lot of peace just moving. So I'm gonna just keep moving today and see where that takes me and how it makes me feel. And I do have to stop at a Canadian Tire and get some more gas for my stove, because Jewel and I like tea and coffee stops, and so that takes some cool fuel to use. So I don't know what's going on with my GPS. It's having a freaking conniption. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. I think Quinella is where I'm going to stop and get some fuel for my stove, so probably get some lunch or something there too. Alright, I'll talk to you later. Hey everybody, just found this little detour route on a road called Beaverly Road. It kind of bypasses Prince George and takes you right to Quesnel. Looks really cute and farmy. It's a nice change of pace for sure. I like to get off the highway sometimes. It takes a little bit longer, but that's okay. Nice farms. But I did learn my lesson from out by Hazelton. If it gets rough and gravelly, I'm just going to turn around and take my lumps. I'm not going to push through that and pop another tire. That cost me way more than it should have. Because when you're in a pinch, they know you're in a pinch. So, I'm sure that's how that went. But still cheaper than motorcycle tires. Hey there, so apparently I didn't learn my lesson. Because Blackwater Road turned into a gravel boy, and I didn't turn around. I'm a strange duck. I find these roads very appealing and very intriguing. And this one so far looks like it's in pretty good shape, so I think I'll be okay. I am taking it slow, however, and I'm actually listening to an Adventure Ride Radio episode on total control on gravel. I know I'm not on Masami, but you know, gravel tips are gravel tips, brah. I'll take them, contort them to what I need to use it for. But yeah, this would be a fun road on my bike for sure. I'm just a little bit scared, honestly. But I think we'll be okay. I guess we'll find out. Just have to say, this Blackwater Road was way more pleasant than the highway around through Prince George. Prince George is pretty busy comparatively to everywhere else around here. And what a banger, man. I'm totally gonna take Masami on this route when I come back this way. Whatever that may be. It's real nice to check it out. Okay, bye.
Hey everybody, I'm at a campground called Lake Laclahash. It's just in between Williams Lake and 100 Mile House. I could have made it a lot further today, but kind of delaying going home. And then I wanted to stop at the Chartreuse Moose at 100 Mile House tomorrow and get some more moose beans. And they closed at 3 o'clock, so they would have been closed before I got to 100 miles. So I just decided to pick a spot and hang out here and go there tomorrow. Still feeling a little sad. I'll adjust. I'm used to doing all this by myself, but it was really nice having a someone. Not just a someone, one of my favorite someones. Maybe someday down the road that'll happen more often. Who's to say? Till then, I just gotta keep putting my butt in front of the other. Doing my thing, trying to find some happiness, some healing. Try to look at the future instead of the past. It's hard. It's very hard for me. I struggle a lot with that. So, anyway, the park ranger said that there's a underpass under the highway that takes you right down to the lake. And there's a beach there that's actually good for swimming. So I was going to pack up some of my things and throw them in the car and head down there and soak my feet in the lake. See how that feels. And yeah. It's funny, when we were up in Nisga'a, Joel was walking around the forest barefoot, and it was really, the moss was so squishy and so soft. And the ground here is not the same. There's a lot of pine cones, and it's very hard and crumbly and crunchy. It crunches when you walk. Very different. And it's just going to get drier. It's really warm. Like when up north, I think the hottest it got was like 24, 25. Yeah, I think it was 36 when I pulled in today. But that's okay, I kind of like it. It'll be the first time I think I've set my tent up without the rain fly, so that'll be nice. Maybe I'll get to see some stars tonight. It's a little bit hazy because of forest fires. That's pretty typical in the summer around here too. And then, yeah, back home tomorrow and back to work on Monday. About a month or so, I'll be on the road down to California. And yeah, that'll be on my bike. And yeah, it was super interesting. Like, car camping with my daughter was super fun. Like, with somebody. Car camping by yourself seems kind of lonely. Whereas car camping by yourself on a motorcycle seems kind of badass. So I think when I'm by myself, I do prefer to be on my bike. But it's super convenient having a car to throw all your shit into, that's for sure. Alright, I'm gonna pack this stuff up, roll a joint, head down to the lake, and see how cold it is. Morning, everybody. It's day done for my epic holiday trip. Made it up to Endako to pick up my daughter. Then we went up to Stewart and Hyder, Alaska, in the Nisga'a Plateau. And I dropped her off, and I came back down here to Letlahash. And holy shit, man, the mosquitoes here are brutal. That's why I look so fucked up, man. Like, I just packed up my shit and ran. Like, I didn't even make coffee or breakfast or anything. Like, I had like at least a dozen of them swarming around me this morning. You think they'd be worse up north? I guess I am up north technically, but it was fucked up, dude. So I'm running away, and I'm just gonna pull into a lay-by and get ready there because this fucked up, y'all. Too many mosquitoes. Jewel and I were having a conversation about mosquitoes, and it's like it's one of the only animals we can think of that really serves no purpose. Like, they're just an annoying pain in the fucking ass. Like, if mosquitoes disappeared tomorrow...
In 300 meters, turn left onto Caribou Highway, British Columbia 97 South.
If mosquitoes all died out tomorrow, like, birds and little critters would still be able to eat bugs. There's plenty of other bugs to eat, like. And mosquitoes suck. Mosquitoes are stupid, so I'm running away from the mosquitoes. Fuck you, mosquitoes, bye! They were so vicious, it was crazy. Let me go dump off some recycling here. Alright, I'll talk to you when I hit a lay-by, maybe. Bye! There, well, that feels a little bit better. So I pulled over in a lay-by here, and I just decided to get a little bit ready and freshen up a little bit. And I wanted to go to the Chartreuse Moose, and they're not open till 9 anyway, so I had some time to kill. So I might as well look presentable. But I think I've also had a little bit of an epiphany. I always seem to learn something by taking these little like voyages and trips, and I think what I've learned this time, because with the perspective of having my daughter with me, like, I asked my mom, because I was missing her a lot yesterday. I don't know why I get emotional when I talk about it. I'm a sap. But I was talking to my mom about it yesterday. And I asked her, I'm like, is this how you feel when I'm not around? And she said exactly, like, that's exactly how I feel when you're not around. And it's just kind of like, was like, oh, like, I don't know why you don't see it that way automatically, but it's like my mom feels about me like I feel about my daughter. And so it's reframed. And so it's kind of reframed how I think about my living situation. Maybe, like, I've been kind of thinking of it as like a no other option, and I'm stuck, and I'm back living with my parents, and I'm a failure. And it's just the whole wrong way to look at it. Like, I would do the exact same thing for my daughter if I could. I just can't, so it's not really an option, but like, if I could, I would, and if in the future I can, I will. And so I understand that my mom wants to help me. I'm not a burden. And honestly, without her help, like, even these trips wouldn't be possible. Because I'd be grinding so hard just to pay rent and just to survive. So it's like, man, it's actually a positive thing. It's helping me get my life back on track. And I need to be more appreciative of that instead of looking at it like a negative and like I'm in a negative space, because I bet you that makes her feel bad too. She's trying to help me and then I'm like upset all the time. And it's like, I should be happier. Like, through living with my mom, I have been able to get my dream motorcycle. I've got myself a reliable car. I can take my daughter on a trip to beautiful places that we both really want to see. And her help's made all that possible. And so I think looking forward, I need to, it's like my daughter said, it's like I gotta stop looking back and start looking forward. And I think framing my living situation as a way forward instead of a way backward will be helpful. And to make the most of this time that I'm getting to find myself, instead of just focusing on survival. So it's a good realization to come away with, I think. I'm stopped here at the rest stop I stopped at is called the 8 Mile Ranch Historic something. So let's go check it out.
My bad, not the 8 Mile Historic something, 108 Mile Ranch. I'm pretty sure that's its own attraction that you have to pay to get into and cruise around, so I'm not going to explore it too hard. But it's cool to see stuff like that. Alright, let's go get some moose beans. So I just left the Chartreuse Moose and I got some more moose beans. And I had super yummy Americano, moose size. And I got a moose size iced one to go because it's a little warm today. And then they had a massive car show just on the main street there. So I walked up and down there and took some video on my phone. I shall insert it here for your viewing pleasure. Cool show. Anyway, back on the road and talk to you when I talk to you. Bye. Well, they sure don't make them like they used to. Hey everybody, almost home. So I just was checking my kilometers
And when I left, it was about 1,300 kilometers, and now we're at 4,769. So that's about over 3,400 kilometer trip we just took. That was really cool, super fun. I can't wait for the next one. I love going places. It makes me really happy. So, thanks for joining us if anyone did. Not sure if I'll have an opportunity to bring someone along with me again for a while, but you guys can always come and join me. That's fun too. Alright, so I will catch you on the next one. The next big one's to California, and it's 4 weeks. So it's going to be a lot of clips to edit. Okay, well, you guys have a great time, good day, and all that stuff. And back to work tomorrow. But off to California in a few weeks. That's good. Alright, y'all, take care, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye!